What's up, YouTube family? I'm back at you like I'm mad at you. But you already know I will ever give up on your family. In this family video, I want to talk to somebody on the other side of the screen who may have been through a lot, right? A lot of challenges that you asking yourself, why did I have to go through that, right? Some things been so challenging, right? And so tough that sometimes we question God and say, why would he want me to go through that? To what is I'm supposed to get from that, right? You ask yourself sometimes, why am I going through the things or been through some of the things I've been through, right? And I wanna speak to that, family. I want to speak to about something that may be an answer, right? And that is, first of all, I wanna remind you that your experiences are experiments. We on this channel, we the Ions family. The Ions family that come from like being an Ionist, right? We are Ionist family and it is confirmed by scripture when it say, test everything, keep hold of that what is good. It's for you to experiment, right, with your experiences, right? Thus they are experimental. It's not for you to just go through cycles and say, and call it life and say that's just life and things like that. No, your experiences are experiments, family. They are meant for you to get something mentally out of it. And when you ask yourself, why did I go through this? Why am I going through this? Or why did I go through that? Right? What are you getting from it, family? What are you learning from it? Are you learning anything from it? Are you able to tune in to the patterns in your experiences? Are there any patterns, right? Or are you just reminded of how much they hurt? Are you just reminded of how they feel, right? How uncomfortable they make you feel, the discouragement, right? How discouraging they are, how challenging they are. Are you just constantly being hit and recognizing the hurt only? Are you? Well, I wanna share with you, family, a few things that's very significant about that dynamic, right? And when you look at in the military, for example, family, and this is why I truly love the Most High. I want to truly love the Most High at the least, because this is why he came and sent his light, family, because of some of the things that you on the other side of the screen have been going through without answers, right? Without finding solution to prevent them or to prevent the hurt and discouragement that comes with them. This is one of the reasons why he sent that light, family. So I want you to look at the military, for example, family. In the military, what do you see when you see military soldiers of many kind, right? They have a lot going on, right? They got like, some of them have vests on, right? They got stuff strapped around their legs. They got guns on them, right? They got extra clips. They got knives, right? They are in their full armor, right? You see them in their armor. You see them in tanks, right? You ever see the military tanks, right? Those vehicles that they ride that are built to stop bullets, right? To stop to prevent them from being easily harmed by way of firepower to some extent, right? They cover it up, right? They got a big, they got a big bazooka type gun on the top of it, right? Where they don't even necessarily have to come out of the vehicle to shoot back, right? So to blow something up, right? To shoot something themselves. You get it, family. They are fully protected in many ways, family. In many ways, they are fully protected, right? What do you see boxers do, right? When boxers in the ring and they got those big head, they got those big head pillows on. I don't know the name of them, where they cover up their head. It's like a half cushion, right? Wrapped around their head. They got gloves on their hands, right, to protect their hands. They got head protection on. They got a mouthpiece in to protect their mouth, to protect their teeth, right? From getting their teeth knocked out. What do you see when you see many examples around the world, right, that are used to being in combat to some extent? What do you see them doing? Protecting themselves. They go into the fight, right, with protection on, right? They go into the fight with protection on, family. What do you see? Even football players, right? What do they have? Shoulder pads. They got the helmet, knee pads. This is because they know because of the same way you've experienced these challenges, right? Right? The same way you've experienced these challenges in life, they know that at some point, a football player, whatever it is, they know at some point they might be targeted, right? To be hit, to be hurt, to be crushed, right? To be harmed. They know this, just like you know that you keep going of you've been through over and over again certain situations in your life. But what are you getting out of it? Are you protecting yourself? Right? Are you protecting yourself? When you see the police officers, they have vests on. Right? Some of them have cameras on they even have cameras on their vests now, by way of the law now. But also for some, they prefer to wear them to protect themselves, right? From false accusations or things like that, right? We know that many of them have them on because they told to have them on, but for the most part, it also protects somebody. Listen, when you know you're going into life's journey and you're constantly being hit, why? A way to experiment with these experiments is to realize that maybe you are chosen, right, to get something from it that can not only help you but help others around the world. Maybe it is for you to protect yourself with the spiritual things that we talk about on this channel, the spiritual gifts, family. Maybe the Most High wants you to understand it's not for you to keep getting hit and realizing how much your experiences are hurting. How long before you realize it's time to suit up? Right? How do we suit up? We suit up by way of the layers of the spirit and things like that we talk about on this channel, right? How not to react to situations but respond instead, right? How to speak to the mountain when it shows up, right? Right? How to calibrate your thought process down to your vibration. Down to your emotions, then to your vibration, and then frequency, right? All of these things that we talk about on this channel, right? Out of all the examples that I gave you, these are scenarios where the men and women in these scenarios understand that they're probably going to get hit again. They're probably going to be targeted again to be hurt, harmed, or anything of that nature. And so they go in it with their protection on. Even in the scripture, it says, put on the whole armor of God, right? What I'm saying to you, and in the whole armor of God, it talks about the shield of faith, right? We talk about these things, right? We talk about these things on the channel. The belt buckle of truth, right? The helmet of salvation, right? The breastplate of righteousness. This is what the Bible talk about. But we talk about these same things in different ways, family. We talk about these same things in a way where you can understand that it's not for you to just go through cycles and cycles of trial and just call it life. Sometimes the Most High is trying to get your attention. He's not doing it, first of all. He's allowing things to happen by way of our own choices, right? By way of your choices. He allows things to happen, right? So that you can, because he can make any crooked path straight, so that you can gain from it, right? All things work together for your good, but you have to be experimenting, family. Remember, we talked about you defining a thing, right? You defining a thing. It's for you to do. You got two choices. Remember, we talked about that with any situation in life, right? It could be something that's terrible. It's your choice. Or it could be something that is working out for your good, right? You can speak to that situation and say, this is working out for my good. This is good for me because this and this and that. This is going to turn out to work out for my better in the end. Like, you have that choice. These are the ways that no powers in hell can hurt you again, that no powers in hell can conquer you, can overcome you, but instead you overcome it. Look in the movies, family, when you see, sometimes it's symbolic when you see in the movies where you have those certain men and women, they're able to have like bionic abilities, right? Where they can take bullets, right? You ever seen that? Somebody shoot somebody, doom, 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 and then they just get right up. Well, the bullets hit them and they keep coming. It don't stop them. They pulling the bullets out, right? Many times those would be like superheroes and stuff like that. And sometimes other different characters, different kind of characters. But most of the time, it's always a scenario in a movie, whether it's a superhero or any other character that's able to get to walk on water, so to speak, right? They're able to take bullets. They're able to be cut and it don't stop them. It don't hurt them, right? You saw this in the movies over and over again. This is symbolic to this power of your inner function, the power of your inner function. The scriptures say now God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can even think or ask, according to the power that is at work within us. So you are like the one in the movie, family, who is able to for somebody could be attempting to, the opposition, right? The enemy or the devil, however you want to call it, it could be attempted to attack you, but it phases you not. Right? You see those people in the movie, they able to walk through certain kind of attacks, right? They able to walk through the fire, right? You see the house get blew up, boom, catch on fire, and they come walking out the fire. You know what I mean? Because they were able to understand these things, family. These are the symbolic messages in many of those movies. You see what I'm saying? When you know that all things work together for your good, then you no longer not only experience them the same, but they stop happening because the devil realized he no longer has that power over you. He no longer has that impact over your life. It's not hurting her the same. It's not hurting him the same. It's not discouraging him the same. It's not discouraging her the same. Somehow she's just taking the bullets out. He's just snatching the knife out. You ever see that in the movie? Somebody gets stabbed and the guy look at the knife and just snatch it out and keep coming after them. That's what you have to realize, family. Your experiences are experiments so that you can realize how, and so many times, for me, maybe it's not for you, maybe it is. But many times when you're being allowed to go through this, maybe you're being led to be taught something, right? Not by God's necessarily choosing, right? But by your choices, because of some of the things we went through had to do with the choices we made. But in that, he can show you the power that is at work within you, but you're not paying attention. You're not experimenting. You're just calling it life and going through the cycles. You see what I'm saying? Are you just calling it life? Oh, that's just life. It is what it is. Life just life, and right? And going through the cycles. When you are not experimenting with your experiences, you're just going through cycles. It's going through it's like a circle, like you just keep going over and over and over again. Because you're not, and how many times are you going to be hit? How many times are you going to be hurt before you start protecting yourself, before you start learning? Have it dawned on you that maybe the Most High wants you to cover yourself, to protect yourself? Not just for those situations, family. It's bigger than that. There is more to life than this physical plane in the world, right? There's another thing that the Most High had given us, almost like a spear, right? Like he had certain flaming swords around that tree, right? Right? He said, "Touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm." Also, another way to see this is in that it is for, he said, be in the world, not of the world. So we talk about how it is for you on this channel. We talk about how it is for you to create your own world in the world. So you in the world, but it's for you to create your own world inside of the world. And that also protects you. Right? Because when you're in the world, but not of the world, you're not bound by its rules, dramas, and provocations, family. You're not bound by the world's way of doing things. You're not bound by the spears and darts of the world when you have your own. That's another way. And that is like almost like the blue ice that they talk about over there in Antarctica that they can't get through, right? It is from another world. Create your own world. Create your own blue ice that the world cannot penetrate. This is what the Most High did. Any of you ever heard of, Project Jump Over and over there in Blue? You heard many things going on over there in Antarctica, right? And what they've been trying to penetrate with that ice. If you haven't, it's this particular material. Almost, it's supposed to be the color of blue, like ice, right? But they can't penetrate it, and it's on this wall, the wall around this certain area that they've been trying to get over. That's why it was called Project Jump Over, right, or something like that. They can't get around it. They can't penetrate it. It's like a chasm. It has some kind of, it's also something dealing with like what's going on in the firmament, right? The so-called the firmament that they can't penetrate, family. Whether you believe that or not, whether that's true or not, it is for you to create your own firmaments, family. We talk about these things on this channel. To protect yourself, to protect your world, family. Protect yourself in a way that the world cannot penetrate. But if you are just going through these cycles and having these experiences and not getting anything from them besides how much they hurt, how discouraging they are, how deterring they are, you're not experimenting. Therefore, your experiences are just becoming cycles. Have it dawned on you that the Most High might be trying to give you, endow you with a power that is beyond your imagination? That's why we talk about the things that we talk about on this channel, so that you can not just be going through life saying this life is just life and all of that. You can actually begin to learn how to put on your armor, right? To create your spirit, create your own blue ice, right? Create your own chasm, create your own world in a way where you're protected from the world. That way you can help your children do the same. You can help others around the world. But if you're in your selfish mindset of not only understanding how it feels to you, you're not getting anything from it that can help you or anyone else. Just wanted to share this, family, real quick, before I let you go. I'm running in the gym. But I really believe that for some of you, or many of you, you are not going through what you're going through in vain. Right? The Lord wants to endow you and empower you in a way where you come out of it, right? Like we said, the guy walking out of the fire in the movie, right? Like somebody walking out of the fire in the movie, right? Like somebody taking the bullets, you know, being shot and then just snatching the bullets right out and still coming. You can't stop them. Unstoppable. You ever see them characters in the movie? They unstoppable. They jumping and flipping over cars that tried to run them over, right? They fighting 6 and 7 guys at one time, karate chopping them down. Y'all seen it. The Most High wants to do that to you, for you. He wants to show you how to do that. How many times do you get on the field like a football player before he realize, okay, let me put my shoulder pads on, my knee pads, my pelvis pads. Like why, what are you doing about these experiences? Are you just feeling them? Thought that was very significant, family. I hope that helps you to understand these things. You're not going through what you're going through in vain. You're not going through it just to be going through it, because the Most High needs you to be in pain and be hurt and all these things just so you can learn. No, many of the things that we've been through have been by way of our own choices or our parents' choices, or, you know, we was much younger or whatever the case may be. Whether it had to do with our choice of environment or just flat out things that we chose to do and experience for ourselves, we had to learn. But what are you learning? Your experiences are experimental. And so that's the importance of you suiting up, family. That's the importance of you creating your own world, creating your own blue ice. That's the importance of these things, because it's not for you to just keep taking the hits and saying this hurts, this hurts. Why am I going through this? Why God doing this? Why God doing it? You doing it. Because pretty much the Most High is within you. You're not doing it, family. And that's, I don't mean it like that, but you allowing it to happen because the Most High is in you. That power is in you, around you, about you, before you, and for you, but you're doing nothing with it. Because the only thing you're getting out of these experiences is that they hurt. Family, if this is not you, maybe you know somebody like that. And I encourage you to encourage them with these words. And let them know that it is something very significant to be gained from what they have experienced. Right? Like Batman, right? Like a lot of superhero figures on the screen that we've seen over the years. You could become a superhero from what you've been experiencing, family. Or you can become a victim. Or you could become a super villain. But it's your choice. What are you doing with these experiences? And I encourage you to experiment. Thus, that are experimental. To the next video. Peace, positivity, optimism, power, and abundance. Water.